Hey guys, so I'm giving the voiceover a try with these combo videos. Let's go ahead and begin. So for these Infernoble combos, I want to start with a baseline of what can we do with just Angelica, getting any way to Angelica. So after summoning Angelica, what can we do? Basic, right? Angelica adds the field spell. Grab the field spell. Field spell here, we're going to grab Almace. Almace is going to get us Durendal. We're doing this mainly so we can get a lot of quips in graveyard for Magwis at the end of the combo. Here we grab Bradamante. Bradamante's effect allows us to equip a monster on field with an equipped spell from the deck targeting the monster, so it triggers Angelica. Basic line is done from there. We get Roland on field and we send Ogier. Ogier then equips itself, field spell summons, Ogier effect. We send here Roland. Why do we send Roland? Roland, if sent to the graveyard, that very same turn in the end phase, adds a fire warrior or any equipped spell. This way we can get Angel's Ring into the loop. So we just continue with the regular combo from there. We get Charles Synchro, equip Roland, Charles Link equip. Standard, right? This adding Angel's Ring is at the end of the turn thanks to Roland that we sent to the graveyard. Specifically Roland. That's why we now play Roland. So we continue. Charles Link's effect is going to use Charles Synchro effect to equip from hand or graveyard. It's going to equip from hand. We also get Magwis effect. He's going to return 3, draw a card, and there we go. Standard combo, right? Next combo is the Battlin Boxer combo. Battlin Boxer starts with Uppercut. Uppercut adds a Spar. A Spar, he can spell summon himself. If you control a Battlin Boxer, it's not once per turn. We go for Dempsey. Dempsey adds Roland. Dempsey's effect detaches, so Roland can special summon and add something, being the Spar. Spar again is going to special summon itself. Again, it's not once per turn. From there, basic line, we have Angelica. So we do the regular things. Field spell, Almace, Durendal, Bradamante effect, target Angelica tags out, Roland, Ogier equip, field spell summon, Ogier send, right? So yeah, basic stuff, but here there's a difference. What is it? We have an extra monster on board, being Dempsey. So instead of sending Roland for the equip at the end of the turn as usual, we can send Turpin. With the extra body, Turpin can give us an SP. So we go standard line from here, Charles Link, and we summon Turpin. Turpin then gives us an SP with Dempsey. This is another line instead of having Roland. So you can still, in any other case, just have sent Roland and end with Angel's Ring. If you're going against any spell heavy deck, that's perfectly fine, right? But in this case, I want to demonstrate another type of combo, being, well, leaving SP on board, right? And we get to combo number 3, being the super heavy samurai combo. This recently has been popularized by Pack. It's pretty simple. Just Wakaushi grabs Big Ben adds Soul Horn level 1, Wakaushi tuner, that makes 5. We get Angelica, and Angelica starts off the races from here. Field spell, Almace, Durendal, but difference here is that we haven't normal summoned. So since we haven't normal summoned, we can go ahead and just add Ogier. Ogier now sends Turpin. Turpin attempts to equip. Angelica tags out. Basic equip to tag out. we summon Roland. Roland here sends Gearfried. Why do we send Gearfried? There's a difference here that we're gonna see in a second, right? But yeah, normal line, we send Gearfried. Here, we have Turpin in Graveyard. Ogier that can get summoned by the field spell. That's 2 level 4s. That gives us Dempsey. Now, the other line is sending Roland. But we're going to do that in a second here. We're going to first do the Gearfried line, which is, again, summoning Dempsey. Dempsey adding Renaud. Renaud summoning itself, grabbing Gearfried, and ending on more interruptions than before. In this scenario, again, we can put a Masquerena instead of a SP because we're not warrior locked. Why aren't we warrior locked by the field spell? Because we control Charles at the time of activating the effect to special summon from equip, right? So now we're just going to rewind a bit so we can send Roland and continue going for Angel's Ring. How do we go for Angel's Ring? Easy. Instead of foolishing Gearfried, we go ahead and we foolish Roland. We continue with the same basic line. The only difference here is that we can still make Dempsey, but Renaud, instead of adding Gearfried, we're going to add another card. What card? Any card that can provide some follow-up, right? So yeah, we continue with the basic line. This time, Dempsey adds Renaud for the follow-up. Because Roland is at the end of the turn going to complete his function, which is getting Angel's Ring into the loop for another spell trap negate. And again, just to clarify, this SP can absolutely just be a Masquerena. So it doesn't have to be an SP. A Masquerena is going to provide you another interruption at the end of the day, okay? And as our fourth combo, one of the most popular lines that everybody likes as an Infernoble player, it's Ogier plus Renaud. Starts off normally, Ogier sending Gearfried, Renaud adding Gearfried to hand, making Angelica. Angelica then field spell, Almace Durendal. Difference here, right? We already summon Gearfried by banishing Almace. We're going to utilize Roland to equip to Gearfried. We're going to use Ogier to equip to Angelica so she can tag out. Angelica summons Roland. We send Turpin. Turpin effect. Summon itself. Regular standard line from here. Always maintaining the equip, right? The thing here is this. We have to pop Roland so Roland at the end phase can add his Angel's Ring. And we are only going to pop it when we are sure that we're going to maintain an equip on field, being the Charles. So up until the final Link summon of the Link Charles, we are going to pop Roland. Make sure to not do it before, because you're going to lose Gearfried protection. Next line, same thing, but now having Durendal in hand. We're gonna go swiftly through it. So we can see the differences. What's the difference? Well, the difference is that we don't have Durendal in hand anymore to add Roland. Unfortunately, due to that, we don't get to Angel's Ring. We're just going to continue with the combo. Ogier equip so we can have the negate before the 5th summon. We equip Almace so Angelica can run. A very important thing here, right? Why are we equipping Almace to Angelica and Ogier to Gearfried? Why? So at the end of the combo, we can equip Almace with Emperor Charles effect and still get the Maoist draw. We don't have Angel's Ring in the loop in this combo due to starting with Durendal, but that's okay. We still end on 3 interruptions, which is perfectly fine, right? And for an extra combo, we have the reasoning to why we play Fenrir and Ricehard. Many people were asking me about this. It's pretty easy. Why? Because it synergizes perfectly. It's a level 4 fire warrior monster. and that's just half of what an Angelica is, right? So if we start with Fenrir plus any of the 3 that we saw below, being Renaud, Field Spell, or Durendal, we can go ahead and combo off as normally without having to start with another level 4 warrior monster, right? Fenrir can fill in the space and at the same time be an interruption, be a good going second card. So yeah, it's basically that. In the specific line, since we did start with Durendal, we do keep Almace in hand because we use the Durendal added off of Renaud for Angelica to tag out. Due to this, we can still send Gearford in the combo and add it back to hand. In an alternate case of starting with Renaud and not Field Spell or an equip, we won't have access to Almace, so we would have to send Roland and just end still with the Angel's Ring, which is perfectly fine. It's still another interruption, but we will be missing on the monster negate. And well, thank you guys for checking the video. That's all for the combos. Bye.